bions were live. Alright. So I'm going to recode the biome probably. So just going to quickly grab the link, and I am going to grab the link. Alright, so there's not really much I can do other than just really quickly grab what we have to do. So we said where we said the thing. So I'm going to grab the chat real quick. And then we're going to get everything set up. Alright, got the chat open. Now I can open Spotify again and just get myself some music going. Welcome everyone. So today's development stream is about generating. We're going to make world gem. With that we're going to do something funny. So this is what they said I would have to do. So I'm going to read through what we want to do. So today I would like to generate a 2D tile map with biomes, let's say desert, grass, snow. I had a few ideas of algorithms, like putting a few random tiles and then trying to expand, but I have absolutely no idea on how to determine when to expand and when not to. The tries I've made have always ended with an infinite recursion. The result I'm looking is something like that, with less biomes. Alright, so a simple way to do this, and somebody responded, which is the answer, and it's in Java, so we are going to be able to pretty much see what they're trying to do, and almost copy but changed it a little bit. So you got a little algorithm which sets random points with a biome on the field. So what it does is So biome info is going to be so what we're doing is we're having a multi-dimensional array, alright, that's going to contain all characters. It's going to set 3 times of biomes. And then we're going to walk over the field. So they calculate the difference, yes. And I is equal to where at that point, which means we're most definitely going to be running this, and they are literally doing it like, this is not how I think about generation, to be honest. I would love to do it this way. The thing is, we have an infinite world, which means that a plate is asked, and every point could be, yeah, it could be a plate, you know. The thing is, I can't really think of a way of implementing this. So what he seems to be doing is it literally goes through everything. So they basically get the difference like that, but the problem is we're going to work with both negative and positive numbers, and we might not be able to set several biomes. It's like Zerra is completely differently programmed. So that takes a difference. So they got a complete difference. Yes, I understand that. By making it a little by using this, they're going to get the actual, whether they get the actual distance in a straight line. In the old distance, so the thing is, I can't really think of a way I can implement this into the actual game. But there might be a way. There always is a way, but I just have to find it. The thing is, though, that I can easily do some kind of stuff. Oh, dear, I selected the wrong thing. There we go. So I'm just going to really quickly talk with the people in game. I mean, we could probably code this, but then still you would have to, because we don't generate the whole world, we only generate a part, and then when we have to call, or when we have to get new tiles and new plates, we then generate that part, which is not really going to work if we use the system that we want to use, unless this map is, I mean, the map seems okay, but the thing is, yeah, I could do this per plate actually. Yes, I could in fact. I think I might then just do it per plate, but then we won't have any biomes or biome functionality, I think. That's okay. So I think I'll just implement that while I'm working, because I don't think then coding biomes is going to do anything. Or yes, we could do biomes, have one biome tile, and then use one biome tile to use the biome tile to then locate a biome, allocate a biome. I still don't quite understand what he's doing though. Just let me get that code real quick again. So alright, so we're going to do it per plate. So the thing is, he gets the dig, and if it is, they set the biome. So this is probably, it just gets the closest point, which is, well, it runs like this, which means that it gets kind of weird things, which is weird because if you think this should be as far as that one, but you guys can't see this, but what I'm doing is it's kind of, I'm trying to figure out how they do this, and I think I found out how they did it, but the thing is, it's kind of, well, different, you know. It just doesn't seem to quite be like how I would expect it to behave, as the tile just gets the nearest biome and then put the nearest biome to be which should give circles, but it doesn't. I'm just going to look back at this. So why doesn't it though? Oh, because this it's kind of understandable why it does it. Oh yes, no, it's pretty understandable actually. If you would have the same characters over and over again, it would be pretty, yeah, this actually is pretty nicely made. I'm going to keep this one on the screen right now, and I'm going to switch back to coding. There we go. And we're going to get into the actual coding. Alright, so I can actually get rid of the dual biome class because it's not used for anything. I'm just going to check. Yeah, I got biome here. Just going to remove biome real quick. We would still probably need biomes, but that's going to be for later. For now, I'm just going to make a few like simple implementations. Right, so we're going to do plate generator. Alright, so as far as I know, in world layer, we have this like generate thing. And we get this fill. So we're going to do a public static void generate so there's not really going to be any kind of, for now there's not going to be any kind of tile, but just on generation. And that means we're going to have to, so because every plate is 16 by 16, so we probably wanna make the tile or the plates bigger than, because if we're going to generate random biomes per 16 tiles, I don't think that's going to be really effective. Also, we should take we should probably make that like the old we should store the tiles, and so that means that every plate has to then every plate has to store, every plate really has to store which biome is where. But the thing is, when you have a plate, this plate is 16 by 16, which means that we do have to, for some way, we have to get because so just really quickly talking with the people. So we probably just have to change some stuff in the plate real quick. I have coded the plate myself. Oh, they're also not. You don't get to put author on the things I made, because I definitely did some of this coding definitely did. I'm sure I did actually. So we're going to really quickly so the thing is I'm not sure what we're doing, but so they're just going through this. The plate is nicely coded. I just have to find where I would like to put this in. So every tile of every biome should have a tile assigned. So we should have tile biomes. I'm setting tile biomes, and then so every biome should have a tile attached to it. Which then is going to we should have a tile attached to it, which is going to contain which biome it is, and then we're going to check if it's what is the closest tile. But the problem is every plate at least needs one tile biome, I think. Or we're going to say every two have two. So yes, so we're going to check whether the neighbor plates to fill, and then we are going to Alright, so I'm back. I just really quickly had to talk to my dad. So we're going to take the surroundings and get whether those surroundings have got tiles, and if they don't, we're just going to didn't I have like tile.empty or tile.empty, or is it plate.empty? I think it might be plate.empty. Yeah, it's probably plate.empty. Alright, so what we might want to do is we're just going to really quickly do public boolean public int get biome tiles, get biome tile count, which is then going to really quickly return int count equal to 0, and for each tile through all tiles. So I think we have tiles. Don't we have tiles? Tiles, yes. We're going to do if tile instance of biome. We're just going to do tile biome of biome tile. I think I'll make it biome component for now. We're then going to do count plus plus, and we're going to return the counts we have over here. So we're going to create the class biome component within world dot and then we're going to do, I think I can do it like this. World, yes, alright, so here's generation, there we go. There we go, and this is just going to be an actual interface, which is going to take care of loads of stuff. So we are definitely, hello there Dicaboctor, we are definitely going to do some stuff right now. In here we're going to do the class for handling the interface for handling biomes should probably be attached to the to a tile, should be attached actually to a reason why I'm doing a interface over the reason why I'm doing an interface over the instead of just a class is because I want people to be able to use the normal tile and have as much extendability as possible while also adding a biome. It's just a little neat thing, you know. So that's the amount of biome tiles. Right, that's going to require some Java docs too. Gets the amount of biome tiles in this plate, return the amount of tiles to extend X. So the amount of tiles to extend, and then we're just going to do biome components. I'm pretty sure I don't use the I in front of any interface, because if I would, that shouldn't be the case. No, they're all just without the I. Alright, that's better, because I don't think it works out if you just get it like this. I don't think it will work out if, or it just isn't, generally isn't nicely coded if we have some interfaces with the I in front and some interfaces without. Just going to really quickly finish this off though. Alright, so we've got this. Gets the amount of biome tiles, and then we're going to do public iBiome component. Oh, it's without the I just talked about it. Public biome component get biome tiles. That's going to be in the list. Actually, I like lists better. And then we're going to really quickly open up this. Alright, yes. So we're going to do the exact same thing over here, except count is going to be refactored. And it's actually going to be add tile. Alright, so we're going to do like list biome component is equal to new array list. There we go, and then we are going to do biome components dot add biome components tile, and then we're going to really quickly return biome components. Going to do list dot as list as list, and then we're going to do tile. No, we're not going to do tiles. We are going to do biome components. There we go. I think I can do that easily. I can't. Actually, I think this was the way to go, and then we would do biome components. Or I could do, I think immutable list is the thing too, right? Mutable list dot copy of, yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Then we got a immutable one, so we don't really get rid of some things, you know. Held shared. So this is going to get some job docs too. So we're going to just do this, an immutable list so we're going to do a mutable list of possible of biome plates. No, we said of tiles. Thank you. I said biome plates. I need biome tiles of tiles that extend which extend. I think that's better English. So we're going to get everything. Now that we got everything set up, this should do the trick as for biome tiles, which means that we can then get the plate generator. We can make some test things. So for every plate, real quick, I'm actually going to check if I can launch this thing without breaking anything. and if it runs, then I'm pretty happy. You guys can't really see how it looks when I run it. It's kind of because I made it that way, but I set up the stream that way at least. Yeah, we got loads of things I have to get. The thing is, I don't think I got this set up properly. Let's try and rebuild a Gradle, I guess. Otherwise I might look after what is going on. Hello there, Fofa. So if this doesn't work, something is wrong with the CCL. And that might be this little tag over here. I'm almost pretty sure that's the problem. Let's just take a look at it. GitHub.com. Then we're going to go to our process. So we're going to take the original so we're then going to, I think this might be better. So I don't think no, you can watch the stream. There's nothing wrong with that, Brightspark. The thing is, yes, I'm actually doing that because I'm just storing the bind tiles as tiles, which means that you are able to build your own tiles, you know. I'm just going to check if this works, because if this is the problem, then I might as well get this working, because something is wrong with the Coolcom library. Alright, no, there's something wrong with this. I forgot how to use Jetpack. Give me a second. Jetpack.io. Maybe he just had. Let's put it in here. Alright, no. So we're then the tag we want to use is probably master, I think, actually. Yeah, we probably want to try it like this. Elsewise, I would have to take a different tag. Let's try this. So, going back to this one. Yeah, it doesn't really have tags. So we could try and do this. So it seems to be downloading something. Actually, yeah, it seems to be downloading it, which is great. Unless this is a new build and it says I could not resolve. No, it could not. Which is weird, because it should probably. The thing is, I don't quite know what I did wrong. I can do this again. Run this, but this doesn't seem to work. Alright, now it seems to work, but I don't think running it works, does it? Because then I might as well. It might also be because of my Gradle not working properly. My Gradle sometimes behaves pretty weird. So that are not things I care about at this point. What I do care about is the fact that, oh no, the move thing. Alright, now that's not a problem at all. Entity.move is deprecated. I don't have to worry about that yet. So we're launching development. Thing. Alright, so I don't have enough RAM. I think I ran out of RAM then. Let me check that, because then I will just close Mozilla Firefox. That would probably decrease RAM usage. Yeah, I think I ran out of RAM. Alright, let's see like this. Nope. So something isn't working here, but I don't have any problem. I don't understand this. Like, I'm not a GL programmer. And I don't know why. Maybe because OpenGL is already used by OBS. Then I might try and fix that. I'm not sure if I can actually. I'm actually using Direct 3D, which is weird that OpenGL doesn't work then. Well, I don't know anymore, I think. I actually don't know. Why this doesn't work. I'm just going to ask them, because I don't have any idea what I should do at this point. It's just hard that I can't really test this yet. Just asking the team real quick. why this. I really do need a better laptop, yo. For now it's okay, I guess. Really quickly just going to check this real quick. So I can't do anything with this though. So I'm just going to get back into this and then int total counts equals 0 for blades. Oh, I can't type. Blades true surroundings total count plus is surrounding blades dot get biome tile count. Alright. That means that we can check how many biomes are in the surroundings of this plate. Which means that if there's less than one, we probably want to generate one, but if there's 0, yeah, we're just going to check if those who are around it only have 1. And if that's the case, we're going to place 1. So that means that you would probably have a weird kind of system. Yeah, we might as well check if there's less than 2 and then generate 1, and then if there's less than 1, generate 2. That might make more sense actually. So I'm going to if so we're just going to require a biome component. So actually I'm just going to real quickly, I haven't actually done this. I don't know if it's even possible. I'm just really quickly going to take a look at the error report we got, and then I'm going to send the whole error log to the peeps who can help me with it, because I don't have any graphical programming knowledge. So the newest one is probably going to be this one. So just going to take all of this. Right, there we go. So the weird thing is, this is something that hasn't happened before. Alright, so apparently you can't play the game on Intel HD graphics 620. So, continuing this, we're just going. I honestly don't know if you can make it. Wait, wasn't it something like a single end, and then not sure. I thought there was some way. I am sure there's some way you can make it like. So the thing is, I need to have something that is volatile on a BIOM component, which means that I have to check if I can do Java. So there might be a way. So you can, but with a simple end thing. I thought this was the thing, but apparently it isn't. Or what am I doing wrong? Give me a second. Then we're going to do binds to new array list. Array list. So something is wrong. Something is wrong. I'm not the best streamer. Definitely not. Alright, so you can't really? The thing is, you can't really do this, I think. So we could probably do a sense style. Can we do something like this? Because that would be amazing. No, we can't. Yeah, no, that's not going to work at all. Alright, so we're just going to make it tall then. For now, I'm just going to keep it like this. Because I don't feel. Wait, can't be like. Now that I think of it. super tile extends biome component. That's not what I want to do at all. I'm trying to do this, but I'm sure I actually can't. I'm just going to do it like this. Like that. Alright. We're just going to have a list of biome component then. I'm just going to make this a static block and then say that biomes.put. You know what? No, we're actually going to do it like this. New biome component, array. Then in here is going to be Zerra tiles.stone. There we go. Alright, so I'm really quickly going to take the I'm going to make a quick tile, which is going to be tile biome. Actually, we can do that later on, you know. Now that I think of it, I can just keep this empty. What's wrong? Alright, we're just going to keep this at nothing then. If we can't do it like this, we're going to keep this an empty array list. Actually, no. Yeah, like that. There we go. That's a lot better. So now that we got this out of the way, we can start doing the actual coding of the generation, which means that if the total count is if it's less than 2, or no, right, so we said if it is less than 2, we should probably add 2. If it's less than 10, oh, actually, if it's less than 5, let's just do if it's bigger than 5. No, if it's less than 5, because there's going to be an if inside this. Alright. If total count is less than 3, else int to generate is equal to 0. To generate is equal to 2. To generate is equal to 1. Alright, there we go. That means that every so this does look like a great thing. So you never know, but I'm pretty sure that this will make sure that you will get at least in the spawn region, you will get a few more biomes, and then when you move out, you get less biomes, bigger biomes, which might be funny to use. So wait, now we're going to do this. Alright, so int I is equal to 0, I is less than, to generate I++. In case we want to add more than 2 biomes, we can always, this way it's more static, you know, or more, it's less static. Now we're going to public static void plate, right, plate, and this is going to be the method called add biome, which is going to add the biome. So we're going to do add biome to fill, int x and y, x is equal to, I'm going to make a private static final random, which should be like this, random is equal to new random to random.next int plate dot size. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same for the y, and then we're going to do biome component is equal to biomes.get random.next int, and then we're going to do biomes.size -1. Alright, there we go. Then we got this should probably be called biome though. Alright, so now that we got that going on, we can do plate.setTile at new factor to ints x y, which should probably be z. Actually, I should rename that to be z, and then we're going to do biome, which I am going to call stupid tile. Wait, can we actually? I'm still sure we can't do biome component super. No, alright, then I'll keep it as is. I don't think anything happened in chat, right? Or am I just really behind? I'm not quite sure yet. No, nothing really happened. So, what's going to happen isn't much. This should do the trick then. So that means we only have to collect all the tiles, and then we're going to do get closest biome, and then we're going to run biome.get tile 4, and we're going to pass in the position. Right, so for now I'm going to do public static no, actually I'm just going to do it over here. So we're adding all biomes. Now we're going to do biome list and their biome components biomes around yes, is equal to new array list, and then we're going to do for plate true surroundings surrounded biomes plate dot. Alright, so surrounded biomes dot add plate dot get biome tiles, which is then going to add there we go. And then we're going to do surrounded biomes dot add all to fill the get biome tiles. There we go. Alright, so that means that this is probably going to say your method is too complicated. No, it's not yet. Alright, we can make it more complicated, boys. Now we are going to do for, and a for int x is equal to 0, x is going to be less than tile dot now plate dot size. We are then going to go ahead and do int y. We're going to go ahead and do int z is equal to 0. Z is less than plate dot size z plus plus z. So just give me a second to open some mail I got. I'll be back within like no time. So oh yeah, I understand what's going on. So yeah. No, something about a magazine I had. So nothing special really. So I'm going to really quickly then do this. So we're going to do if plate to fill dot get tile at new vector to I x and z is not equal to $none. There we go. As far as I'm aware, every plate when generated, give me a second, every plate should when generated fill itself with Yeah, it does in fact fail. It with none, because I don't want any null. I don't want nulls in there. I want to get it all not null, so we don't have to deal with null pointer exceptions anywhere in this code. I should probably also do some Java docs over here real quick at author to break class for generating world tiles. To-do. I'm going to put a to-do in here. Add generating biomes. Add a biome registry rather than a hard-coded list of biomes. Alright. For now this is okay, definitely okay to go ahead and do. I'm going to document this later on. Just really quickly going to try to finish this, but the thing is my head isn't really working with me. Because, well, I'm not really coding that fast. It's just not really working with me, but it'll work someday. So, thinking this, I just have to make sure that it's not, or if it is none, yes. Then we're going to do plates to fill. Dot set tile at get closest biome. And then we're going to do surrounded biomes. Going to do actually I'm going to make this vector to I pass is equal to new vector to I pass dot get tile. This is going to be an easy kind of course. There we go. No, it's not a rendered image, it's a biome component. It's then going to do which I'm going to implement later. Then I'm going to do this create method. There we go, just really quickly. Of course, this is not final state generation, this is just alright. Now I only have to do this, and this is going to be pretty okay actually, because he did an actually great job, that guy. So, and but I'm just going to do it a little differently, I think. I am going to really quickly make a I'm just going to use random, so sort. Now I have to remember how a comparator worked, but I think I can remember that very well. So we're just going to get rid of this. WAMP core, alright. So this WAMP core is going to be this the position. Of the tile. Return. Actually, I don't know if this is going to work now that I think about it. I can't really do this without getting the tile at that position. I'm going to have to change this up actually. Alright, so the thing is, I'm kind of, well, I can't really ask the biome for which position it is because there's only one instance of every tile, which is okay, and there's no problem with that. But the thing is, I just have to, well, I mean, it's just really frustrating mainly because how am I going to do this without recoding the whole thing? I don't know if I even can try to, yeah, I should probably make something like it. I'm going to go into the plate code again because our +2 index has to +2 index thing. Alright, so +2 index is going to be, so we're doing the x plus the y. Alright, so we're adding that on that times the size, which means that you got x plus y times size, which means if you want to get the index or the position from the index, You should probably I would normally use a three-dimensional, right? That's the thing. I can't really do stuff with this now. Because this is easy, I can run through everything. The thing is, I have to get the position. Yeah, I should probably then change this tile thing, but that's going to be easier then. There we go. That means this has to run through everything then. Entry. I'm going to use java.map.entry. If I can even import that, probably I can. No, I need entry. There we go. Then we got the bind component. java.util.map. Map. I'm trying to import map. I don't know if map even exists. Map. Please the hash map exists. Right, so hash map does exist, right? Is it extends map? I mean, it's kind of weird. Blends map, which is basically java.util.map. Pretty sure this can work. Alright, so I'm not going to care about IntelliJ not knowing this, but I know how this is. Oh dear. It's working here. Alright, so import java.util.map.entry. There we go. I know it exists. Just can't find it really. Weird thing. Alright, so this should work now. Now I can finally say map, don't I? Yes. And now I finally have entry. Then we got a bind component and a position. Factor 2i. And then we're going to do entry around this. This is actually then going to be this. Yes, alright, so 4 int x is equal to 0, x is less than size x plus plus. Alright, there we go. I should do the same trick for this bad boy. Yes, alright, so and then int y is going to be y Y. I should actually call this one Z because it's Z, it's not Y. Alright, so it's Z, and then I'm going to take a new look at the chat because I might have missed something. No, I haven't. I have been live for 1 hour now. It's starting to get pretty. I'm starting to get a little tired. You might realize that because I start coding really slow. It's been a long day for me too. I'm just going to put on some music in my earphones, so I will be a little more quiet than I would normally be. Oh no, do I have the Discord thing? Alright, so you can't see what I'm listening to if you're in the Discord, because the song I'm listening to is actually called Quiet. Little inside or little bad word joke, you know. Alright, anyways. So we're going to do biome components dot. Oh no, we're going to do factor 2i is equal to factor 2i. Factor 2i is equal to the new factor 2i. XZ. Let's format that up. Then we're going to do if tiles, and then we're going to do +2 index xz is equal to instance of biome component. Oh no, I need factor 2i actually. I'm going to rename this bus real quick. And then after we get the bus set up, we're going to do a biome components dot add. We're going to add new simple entry, and then that should do the trick, I think. I'm hoping it will. Alright, so let's see. We're going to do key and value. The key is going to be the key was going to be the biome component, so it's going to be I'm actually going to do this real quick. Child is equal to this, right? If tile instance of going to child bus. Going to have to put this in there to get rid of the warnings, don't I? So just a little, there we go, just a little like this. Just one character longer. Just one longer. Alright, there we go. Now we got that working. That should probably do the trick. Now this is going to give loads of errors. And this is definitely going to give lots of errors. So we're going to change type. Alright, cancel then. Going to manually do it then. Sometimes the IDE isn't smart enough for this kind of stuff. Dun, dun, dun. That's I think all. I think this might be all actually. Yes, so then in biome there's going to be core. So the core tile, then there's going to be the other tile. So core tile of the biome core tile. Alright, there we go. Add parameter. Other tile. Position. Never mind. I can actually do this way easier, I think. So if I'm where it's a comparator. Should yes, now I got it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this is a bad lambda because I forgot to put in the actual entry. So if entry dot get value dot is bigger than so if it's bigger than entry2 dot actually no, I'm going to put this into a lambda to make it more efficient. Diff1, alright. It's going to be entry1. Entry1 dot distance dot value dot distance bus entry dot distance bus. Alright, then we're going to the double Yes, so we're going to return div1 is equal to div2 0 true. Div2 so if it's not, if div2 is bigger than div1, difference 1, we're going to do -1 true 1. Alright, there we go. That means that we got everything set up now. That means that we got everything working, and it doesn't like it. I mean, that seems a lot smarter. Then we're going to do just run by instead. Get 0. I'm going to return that. Actually, oh no, that's a completely modifiable thing. Then I'm completely okay. There we go. That should actually do it a trick, I think. We can now just call. Can I just go to word layer? So is equal to new array list. So this array list is going to contain every single bit we need for us to it's going to contain every single surrounding plate, which isn't really going to be hard. So the thing is, right, this should work. So we're then going to alright, so we're going to do post that. We might be able to get so I am going to so we're going to get alright, so that's going to be the X. So we're going to put that one inside of there, then we're going to do X, Y. Oh no, that shouldn't be. capstan should be Z actually. There we go. And then we're going to do factor triad 3 and factor 3i is equal to new factor 3i x plus dot y as z. So if is plate loaded factor 3i, we're going to do surroundings dot add, and then we're going to get plate factor 3i is what we said, right? Alright, so just going to refactor this to look a little nicer. Then we're going to do plate is equal to new plate. What do we have over here? We should do, oh yeah, we should do this. Plate.set position. Alright, then we're going to do plate generator. To generate plate surroundings. So what was I asking for then? It's only less work. Alright, there we go. Nothing wrong with that. Right, so now we should have this going on. And hereby I will stop the stream. I will see everyone who has been watching and such. I will see them someday again. I'll see y'all later, I guess. Bye.